Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my own nails. I am only going to do this hand on camera because obviously both hands, well, I say both hands are going to be the same, like they probably will be in like 2 weeks time when I actually do the other hand. But anyway, so I'm going to be doing my left hand for the video. As you can see, I've only got like a really tiny bit of growth, but I've decided I'm going to change the shape of them. I'm going to like basically take the ends off. And well, I don't know whether I'm changing the shape or whether I'm just going to be basically just filing them down a little bit. I do want them to be more sort of like not square, but like that sort of shape, like a really small tapered square, if that makes sense. Like I do prefer having like a straight edge sort of thing. So I'm going to be doing that. So I'm basically just taking off the rounded area, basically, if that makes any sense. But they are still going to be like rounded edges because they're not long enough for me to get like a full-on square yet. So every now and then, like as they grow out, I'm just going to keep taking the free edge down a little bit, and then obviously the more we do it, the more square they'll become over time. I don't want them ever to be like totally like wide square, but I want them to have as much of an edge as possible. So I'm just making sure that they're all like right, like from every angle. Like I don't want to do it in this angle and then turn my hand around and look at it the other way and then them being all wonky and stuff. So I'm just making sure that they're all okay, but I keep turning them around to make sure. And then once I've done that, I can get into e-filing. So I'm going to use a sanding band to take down the top coats that are on my nail. I've got two top coats on, like a normal top coat that is on top of just the builder gel, like it's just clear builder gel with top coat on top, and then I also top coated the top coat like a week or so later with a glitter top coat just to bring something to them a bit. So I'm going to be using colour today because I haven't had any colour on them for ages. So that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to use Tiffany from Gel Perfection, which I'm sure you can imagine like what sort of colour it is, because Tiffany is usually pretty similar in every brand. But this is what my nails look like now. So that's the shape we're going for. I really like them actually. And like I said, I'm going to get a sanding band to get rid of all the top coat, and then I'm just going to really quickly infill that little bottom area. There isn't obviously a lot that really needs doing, so it shouldn't take too long, but I'm just going to smooth it all out first, and then I'll do my cuticles, and then I can get into a bit of an infill. I'm not taking any bulk of the builder gel itself off. I'm just making sure that those 2 layers of top coat are gone. So super quick and easy. Trying to keep it as easy as possible. You can probably tell that, even though I'm saying I'm trying to keep it easy, like I'm struggling to do this on camera. I do find it really weird to file my nails on camera, like to be able to have them where I need them and everything. It is quite the task for me. I don't know why, because everyone else makes it seem like so easy and they don't look really like, I don't know, like they're really struggling, whereas me, it's a nightmare. But anyway, I'm just going to do this for every single nail. So what you've just saw me do for that one, I'm going to do on all the rest, and then we can come back to do cuticles. So here's what they look like now they've all been like filed. Like we've got rid of the top coats. I don't know why I couldn't think of what I was trying to say then. So I'm just going to make sure now that they're all how I want them shape wise before I apply more product. And then I'm also going to do my cuticles. So I'm just going to use a cuticle e-file bit to sort of like do the job of pushing them back and removing any excess skin that is on the nail plate that could possibly make my nails, my builder gel lift. And then we're ready for application. So I'm just checking from different angles to make sure that they're all nice and smooth, because the smoother that like the canvas is to start with, the easier it is to apply anything on top. You're not going to have to like try and fight any lumps and bumps that are always there, that are already there, like with your new layer of product. You can just pop it on over nice and smoothly, and it'll all be easy peasy. So I'm just going to use, let me have a look, which bit am I going to use for my cuticles? I'm going to use this one from no, it's not from Diamond Glitters. It's got Diamond Glitters on the mind because I just placed a gel polish order, but it's actually from Willow Academy. So I'm just going to use that. I'm just popping it into my e-file. I'm going to turn it up, and then I'm just going to go from like the middle area to the left, and then I'll do this on all of them, like from the middle to the left, and then I will do that on all of them. Switch the e-file to reverse, and then do the same thing but going from the middle to the right. So we're always pushing the skin away from the nail, getting down those side walls. My cuticles are not really terrible because obviously, as you saw at the beginning, there's not a major amount of growth, like it's not been too long, so they're not really awful, but obviously we still need to do this step to make sure that all the skin is out of the way and there's nothing there that's going to potentially cause any lifting. So I'm just going to turn my e-file off, press the reverse button, turn it back up, and then do it in the opposite direction. I'm using my finger that's next to the one that I'm doing to pull the skin away, so it's easier for my e-file to get down there and make sure it's all nice and clean. And once I've done this, I can then go in with application, and I'm going to be using the first base from Gel Perfection. It's not the rubber one that I used originally to do this set. It's just the normal, like everyday thin base coat. If I was doing a new set of builder gel, I usually use super base, like depending on the client's nails. And then if I'm doing like this, where I'm doing a infill, I'll use the normal one. Okay, so first things first, I am going to base coat, making sure that there's a really small amount on my brush. You don't want this to flood because then the rest of your application is going to be difficult. So first of all, I'm just going over like the top 3/4 of my nail first, because then if there is too much on my brush, it doesn't matter, it's not going to flood the cuticle or anything. And I'm just making sure I get that everywhere I need it. And then I'm going to get off the excess, because as you can see there's a little bump of base coat there and we don't need that much at all. And then I'm just going to push back up to the cuticle area without touching any skin. If you touch the skin at this point, you need to really make sure that you get it off, because one, obviously you don't want to put it in the lamp like that, because it's one, it's going to be difficult to get off after, and you don't want to cure product to your skin and cause allergies for yourself. So get it off straight away, because as soon as you get any product on the skin with gel, like especially when it comes to doing like what I'm doing with builder gel, if the base coat is all over my skin, then the builder gel is also going to go all over my skin, because gel goes where gel is, so it's really difficult. You need to make sure that you're paying a lot of attention to your base layer. I've just popped that on and then put it in the lamp for 10 seconds because that will prevent any flooding happening while I'm painting the others. It's just going to keep it still. Obviously 10 seconds is not long enough to fully cure it, so it will need fully curing, but it's just going to keep it still while I focus on the other nails. Last thing you want to do is start painting them, then coming back and seeing that they're all moved around. It's much quicker to flash cure every nail for 10 seconds than it is to do them all and then I have to clean them all up because it's all over the place. So I'm just doing the exact same thing again. I'll just do this one on camera and then I'll do the other ones quickly away from the camera, making sure that I get right down those side walls, especially the side areas. Don't know if you can see here, but I have got a tiny bit here that's really thin and is very almost a split, so I need to be really conscious of that and make sure that I definitely cover it. And then my builder gel will also cover it, and hopefully that will save it from actually splitting. Super easy to get carried away and just forget about the side walls because they are so difficult to get to, but if you do miss them out and you don't have strength there, then that is usually where they'll split anyway when you put pressure on your nails when you just use them every day. So I'm going to do the ones off camera and then we can come back for the colour. No, for the builder gel, sorry. Okay, so they're all base coated now. This is what they look like from the side at the moment. So all we need to do with these is make sure that we've got enough product around the cuticle area, and then bring it over and just make sure it's all nice and smooth, and then we can go in with colour. So I'm just going to do one nail on camera because I actually find this really difficult to do on camera, and then I will do the rest off, and then we can do the colour and design together, which I still haven't figured out yet, so I should probably do that. So I'm doing the same sort of thing as I do with the base coat. I'm making sure that I've painted the rest of the nail first, because that sort of makes sure then that you've got enough on your brush to be able to get to the very end of the nail. And then once you've done that, and then make sure I've got enough on my brush to be able to go right up to that cuticle area. Right up to where I put the base coat. Make sure it's right up to the side doors, like I said, super easy to miss those out, but really important that you don't. Making sure there's quite a big blob like at this back third, because obviously that's where my nail has grown out and there isn't as much product as the rest of the nail already. Got a little bit on my skin now, I'm just going to get rid of that. Then if I put it on the side, you can see that we've now got, well, you can't see, we've now got that raised area down here instead of up here, which is exactly where we wanted it. So if you're not 100% confident with just application alone, like just placing it on where you want it, you can always hold your finger upside down for about 15 to 20 seconds. Then once you've done that, it would have all like sort of gone to where you need it originally anyway, and then you can just pop it in the lamp. So I do flash cure my builder gel like I do my base coat, just to make sure that it's exactly where I want it, and it's going to stay there while I do the other nails again. So I'm just going to pop that one now into, you can also use the line of light to make sure that it's how you want it. If that is all nice and smooth like so, you know that it's fine and you haven't got to worry about it. There is one that's got a bit of a bump on here, and as you can see it looks really strange when I put the light on it, whereas my thumb, nice and smooth. So that's how we're basically knowing whether it's fine or not. I have got a little tiny dot that hasn't got enough product, so I'm just going to place that on, give it 5 seconds to self level by itself, and then I'm going to pop it in the lamp for 10 seconds to keep it where it is, and then like I said I will do the other nails and then we can come back to paint. Okay, so builder gel application is done. I'm just going to show you what I'm going to be using. So I've got a foil here which is from Magpie. I can't remember what it's called because obviously I don't have it in the packaging anymore, but there's that one. And then I'm also using Tiffany, like I mentioned, which is a Gel Perfection gel polish. So I'm going to be applying the foil in patches on these two, just over the clear, and then I'm going to have the colour full on these three, just plain. And then those two middle ones I'm going to be stamping over the top of them, like on top of the foil. So first things first, I'm going to do my plain nails, which would be useful if you could see what I was doing, if it would actually focus. This colour is absolutely beautiful. It is just like a true Tiffany. It's just stunning. I don't think I've ever actually worn a colour like this before, I'm not gonna lie. So first thing for everything and all that, I'm probably gonna have to paint them off camera because I have to get my face like right up close to them. But like I paint my own nails really strange, and like I swap and change like what's it called, position a lot. I can't like paint just in this one way, and it's not even focused, so that's annoying. But yeah, I find it really difficult to paint my nails on camera. Thumbs not too bad because the thumbs are difficult whether I'm doing it on camera or not. So either way it's difficult, but my nails, like the other two, I'm probably going to do off camera. But yeah, so I'm just painting those three with this colour, Tiffany, and then the middle two, the ring finger and the middle nail, I'm going to be painting a coat of foil gel on. I am using the Sparkle Supplies UK Foil Me, but obviously you can use whichever one you like. Also don't recommend taking the excess polish off like with your other nails. That's a really bad habit that I shouldn't do, and I definitely am not teaching you to do that. Use a brush, don't be lazy like me. It will be a lot easier for you in the long run instead of getting loads of allergies because you've touched it too much. But yeah, so I'm just going to finish off painting them. I've just put far too much on. Yeah, I'm going to paint them off camera, do that coat of that, and then we'll do the design together. Okay, so I've got one coat of Tiffany on those two nails. I've done the two on the thumb. I've done one coat of Sparkle Supplies UK Foil Me gel on those two middle ones. So I'm just going to get a bit of my foil, just cutting a bit off the end because I don't need all that. And I'm just going to randomly just apply some like patches of this foil. I definitely want to get quite a lot on the free edge, like just to cover up the natural nail sort of peeping through, because obviously it is only clear builder gel. So I'm just creating some patches. I want majority of it to be covered, but I don't want it to be completely full coverage. So around that amount is perfect. I'm going to do the same thing on this nail here. Again, making sure to just mainly just want to cover up that natural nail. Obviously, if you like that effect, then you don't need to worry about covering it up, but I'm not really a fan of the seeing the free edge colour. So this is what they look like so far. They're already looking really cute, and to be fair, you could just leave them like that. But I'm going to pop a base coat over the foil. Just to make sure it's nice and like encapsulated, and also so we've got a nice smooth finish on the foil for me to be able to apply some stamping on top. So just making sure it's all nice and smooth, so then when I put my stamping on, we're not going to have like any bits that are a bit rough or anything from on the foil. It'll work much better. So I'm just going to pop that in the lamp. Well, I'm going to do my second coat on these two as well, and then pop them in the lamp, and then we can finish off these two middle ones. Now I'm a little bit unsure on what I'm actually going to stamp on top, because I really like this plate and I love this image down here. Let me just tap the screen with my nose. I love this one here. So it's definitely out of that one or this one here. I really like that that's got, just ignore this bit, I've just been wiping my brush on it because there was a hair on it, but it's got floral like and the lines, so it's sort of like a little bit different. So I'm not really sure which one to go for, because I wanted them both to be the same, but now I'm not certain because I don't have a clue what to do. So I think I'm just going to see what it looks like, sort of thing. So I can't actually tell you exactly what I'm having at this moment in time because I genuinely just don't know. So I'm just going to literally go with the flow. I'm going to get it on the stamper, like hover it above my nail and just see how it looks, because one might look better than the other or whatever. So that's how I'm going to decide which one to go for. So I'm just getting my stamper ready. Make sure that my plate is clean. I'm just going over that to make sure it's clean. The lighting when I use stamping plates is so annoying. It really winds me up. There we go, that's better. So I'm going to do this one first and see how that one looks. So I'm using the Moyu white stamping polish. She says, I can't even open it. There we go. So I'm using the Moyu white stamping polish and my Moira stamper as always. I'm just going to get off the excess of that, pick up the image and then have a look what it will look like when I'm hovering it over. So that's this one. Do you know what? I feel like that actually covers it up a little bit too much then. Okay, so that one is in the back of my mind. Like, I don't hate it, but I'm not loving it. So let's just hope that the other one stands like, well, the other one like I prefer, because if not, then I'm really stuck. So let's have a look at this one. So again, it's going to make sure that the image is clean. Always use far too much polish, but never mind. But then I did also think about this cute what's it called there as well, the little dream catcher, so I might look at that one as well. See, this one I was thinking I could do like across like one side, or just some of the nail on one and then some of it on another. Right, okay, I'm going to look at the dream catcher and then I can make a decision when I've seen what every image that I'm thinking of looks like. I might as well just do that one upside down because it's not a problem. So I'm just going to see what the dream catcher will be like, because I could use this one and the one next to it, so like they're the same but slightly different. So let's just pick that up and see how that would look. So I'm thinking about doing this, like not like doing this one like that, and then the one next to it, like have it over like just half or something like that. Oh, I don't know what to do. Gosh, this is so difficult. Why is this so difficult? Right. Last one. I'm going to look what the other dream catcher looks like, and then from there, hopefully, I will be able to decide which option I'm going to go for. I'm so indecisive. This is a nightmare. So I was thinking I could do like that part of that one. So you've got the small one and a bit of the top one hanging down the sides. And then, do you know what? Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. That looks cute. Okay, it would have if I'd have took the tacky layer off the base coat, which I totally forgot to do. But I'm actually not sure on it now. It's on there. So I'm glad I did that, because I don't think I'm going to go with that. I was originally wanting floral. So I think I best go with that, else I'll probably regret it. So I'm going to use the first one, I think. Where is it? This one. Because I do like that. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have like half of the lines and half of the floral on one nail, and then just the floral bit on another, because it's quite a large area, so I think I could get majority of it on there. So that's what I'm going to go for. So we got there in the end. I'm really sorry about the length of this video, but there you go. So I'm just going to go over this one. The tacky layer of my base coat is far too sticky to be able to use like, well, as you just saw, to be able to use it like that. So I'm just going to pop that one down there. So that's the middle one. And then the next one I'm going to do like mainly flowers. So I'm going to try not to get many of the lines in there. I think I probably will have to, just due to the size of the image and stuff, but just majority of it I'm hoping to get the flowers on there. So once that's clean and dry, I'm just going to get my polish again. Straight over the flowers. And then I forgot to take the tacky layer off. Let me just quickly do that. And then I'm going to pop this one on there, but just the flower area like I just mentioned. So I'm going to then use a little lipstick applicator to get off all the excess. Well, not all the excess, but majority of it, like just the areas like directly next to the nail, because I want to be able to top coat properly. And then once I've done that and got off majority of it at this step, like once I've top coated, I'll get off the rest. Okay, so that's what they're looking like at the moment. Bit crazy because they're like obviously a mess, but let's just get everything out of the way. I'm going to top coat now. I'm going to use Super Gloss, sorry. I'm not going to top coat with base coat. I'm going to use Super Gloss for the 2 stamped nails, and then just normal diamond gloss for the other 3, because they don't need like a nice thick top coat. It's just plain colours, nothing there to need to protect. So I'm just going to do that. And then we can see how they look when I've tidied up the middle 2. So I'm just going to do the top coating process off camera, because it's not like a big reveal or anything like that. The big reveal will be at the end when I've tidied them up and had a quick shape as well. So let me just do that, and then we can come back and see how they look when they're done. So this is how they turned out, minus that little hair on the end of that nail. I'm really happy with them actually. They're really cute. Let me know what you think, but I don't know, I feel like I actually like them now that I've took the excess mess off the outside and they're all top coated and everything. I think they actually look really cute. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll be back really soon with another one. So yeah, bye.